Hey, welcome back everybody, One-Eyed Sniper here. Okay, we're going to be on part 3 of the Codec here. We were going through the species. Okay, we're on the Silurians now. We got 2 left. Okay, Silurian History. The fortunes of Silurian political dynasties dominate their early history. Most students require VI assistance to trace the complex interplay of trade wars, intrigues, assassinations, joint scientific discoveries, and treaties that created the current political climate. Some of the most famous, such as the Ten Traders' War, have been immortalized in long-running extranet drama. The Silurians were the second species to discover the Citadel space station that serves as the political heart of the Milky Way, making contact first with the Asari and becoming founding members of the Citadel Council. Their intelligence gathering proved vital during the Krogan rebellions, and later led to the creation of the genophage bioweapon intended as a deterrent. Its deployment by the Torians remains controversial to this day. The Silurian Special Task Group has played a secretive but vital role in galactic history, specializing in information gathering and covert missions. It's believed that STG operators have ended several wars before they began. Okay, the Silurians are a warm-blooded amphibious species from the Milky Way planet of Scourge. Naturally fast metabolism means the Silurians live intense but short lives of less than 40 years. Their quick intellect and photographic memories make them gifted scientists and engineers, and the Silurian Union is renowned for its technological advances as well as its secrecy and intelligence gathering. Tensions between Silurians and the Krogan has lingered for centuries. Silurian scientists were responsible for creating the genophage that devastated the Krogan population and ended the Krogan rebellion. Almost 90% of the Silurian species is male. That's interesting. Okay, I wonder if that's by chance, design, I don't know. Political power is centered in Dalatrosses, rare Silurian females who negotiate the fertilization of eggs and the strategic alliances that result. Many Silurian females chose to join the Andromeda Initiative as civilians, a significant break in Silurian tradition. I mean, I'm wondering if that's a result of nature or something else, because it seems like a flaw. Okay. In the Milky Way, the Silurian Union is dominated by the rare Silurian females known as Dalatrosses. I'm sure I'm murdering that saying. Who negotiate the complex web of Silurian politics on behalf of the regions they govern. Silurians belong to vast clans whose interrelation and current political status must be painstakingly tracked. Clans are divided into concentric circles of relatives. Those closest are in the first circle, which may be up to 100 members, and circles increase exponentially outward. This is considered confusing by other organic species, though it is mathematically straightforward. Yeah, it makes sense for them. Silurians do have a concept of romantic love. The fertilization of eggs is a political act, since the lineage of any resulting females has a strong impact on society and only occurs after months or even years of negotiation. Multiple Silurian females opted to join the Andromeda Initiative as civilians. Renegotiation of a dozen political dynasties in the Silurian Union was ongoing when we departed. Okay, Silurian Biology. Silurians are renowned for their high-speed metabolism, allowing them to function on 1 hour of sleep a day. Okay, well if you live a shorter life, but you've got much more time awake, I guess that balances out a little bit. Compared to most species, Silurians think and act quickly, processing both emotional and biochemical changes at a rapid pace. A Silurian workday traditionally accommodates 5 or 6 small high-protein meals to match. However, Silurians also have a comparatively short lifespan of roughly 40 years. Silurians are haplodiploid, egg-laying amphibians. I don't know what that means. I'll have to Google that later. Unfertilized eggs hatch males. Fertilized eggs hatch female. Interesting. A Silurian female typically lays a clutch of dozens of eggs once a year in environmentally controlled hatching pools. Once hatched, young Silurians imprint on their parents, ensuring dynastic loyalty through generation. So that means it would be by design on them deciding what gets fertilized and what doesn't. Their large families were a contributing factor to the Silurian developing photographic memories, enabling them to recognize hundreds of relatives. Silurians rarely forget a face, fact, or grudge. A popular saying suggests making a Silurian enemy in the morning makes 1,000 by evening. Okay, so it is completely political with their whole offspring and everything. Alright, and then my favorite race, actually, of all of them is the Torians. Torian culture is founded on public service and personal accountability. The Torian military is the center of their society, functioning as a public works organization as well as an armed defense force. Citizenship is conferred once Torians have completed boot camp, begun on their 15th birthday, and promotion through the 27 citizenship tiers is judged on individual merit. At the top are the Primarchs, who lead colonization clusters. Their inclination to military service and social trends means few Torians pursue entrepreneurial careers, making the Torian economy more vulnerable than most. The support of clients like the Volus make up for this deficiency. Torians in the Andromeda Initiative operate outside a comfortable hierarchy. Interviews with prospective Torian colonists indicate some are seeking this very freedom to forge their own destiny. Other colonists believe Torian's selflessness and civic structure will be vital to the initiative's success. Yeah, I guess I don't know, I would say that they're my favorite, but I'm really just thinking of Garrus. Garrus is one of my favorite characters. I don't really agree with their whole government situation they got going on. Renowned as men of action, the Torians have a militaristic culture revolving around public service. Torians earn their place in galactic society after their actions in ending the Krogan Rebellion. They subsequently served as the peacekeeping arm of the Citadel Council and commanded the largest fleet in the Milky Way. Torian society once relied on client species like the Volus to build their economy and trade. In the Andromeda Initiative, the military training all Torians undergo allows them to fill many vital civic and security roles, but many have also enrolled for entrepreneurial or diplomatic training to be better rounded colonists. Galactic events and their military doctrine have left lingering resentments between Torians and some species. The Torians were responsible for deploying the genophage against the Krogan, and misunderstandings with humans led to the First Contact War, though humans and Torians have since become cordial, if not close allies. Alright, let's check out their biology. Torians evolved on Palaven, a Milky Way world with a weak magnetic field that leaves it vulnerable to solar radiation. Most life on Palaven has a protective, metal-rich exoskeleton as a natural defense. The thick, plate-like skin of a Torian protects her against some long-term radiation, but does not defend against projectiles or energy weapons. Unlike most sapient species in the Milky Way, Torians are dextroprotein species, meaning that food for levoprotein species like Asari or humans can cause dangerous allergic reactions and vice versa. The only other sapient dextro species is the Quarians. As well as Palaven flora, Torian scientists with the Andromeda Initiative paid the Quarian migrant fleet handsomely for plants and fungi that were specially developed to thrive in hydroponic conditions. Yeah, I guess their diet would be a major concern out there, if it's kind of rare to find. Before joining the Citadel Council that governs much of the Milky Way, the Torian hierarchy was a formidable power with numerous client species supporting its powerful military. Rapid expansion from Palaven later led to problems with outlying colonies, when isolation and xenophobia led to infighting in what was termed the Unification War. The Torians made first contact with the Citadel around 700 CE, when the Krogan rebellions were raging. When the Krogan devastated Torian colonies, the Torians responded by unleashing the Silurian-deployed genophage against the Krogan. 200 years later, the Torians were invited to join the Citadel Council. In 2157 CE, human explorers attempting to activate a mass relay were attacked by Torian forces, as unauthorized relay activation was strictly illegal. The resulting conflict, the First Contact War, saw the human colony of Shanxi occupied by the Torians before the Citadel Council negotiated a peace. Okay, that gets us through all of the ARC species. Andromeda species. Okay, we should have only a couple of these. The unknown technology. On arrival of the Helios cluster, ground teams have sighted strange structures and technology in multiple locations. This technology appears to be inactive or performing functions that are not fully understood. Whatever its purpose, even cursory scans show this technology is highly advanced and constructed of unknown material. Alec Ryder and I developed a means to interface with this technology, which he believed was causing the violent weather conditions on Habitat 7. Though he did not survive to develop his theory, the structure we activated appears to be a form of atmosphere processor. After our interface, Habitat 7's ecology showed a degree of improvement. The energy cloud hampering the Hyperion was diminished. Yeah, we need to find out more about this. They actually developed that interface rather quickly too, by the way. Okay, so this is all we know about the Ket so far. According to Nexus officials, the aliens encountered on Habitat 7 are known as the Ket, a species that has proven hostile in every reported encounter. Little is known about them or their motives. The Ket possess technology and weapons at least on par with the Initiatives and have been responsible for the death or capture of many Initiative personnel. The only commonality is that the Ket have a clear interest in the strange structures and technology seen on Habitat 7, and, as we now know, on several worlds in the Helios cluster. Scouts and prospecting teams trying to investigate this technology are invariably attacked by the Ket, who take any scans or research materials by force. Why the Ket have such an interest in this technology is unknown, but the Nexus has issued warning bulletins to all off-station teams to avoid these sites for their own safety. Yeah, well, I'm sure we'll be encountering plenty of these sites, and we're gonna disregard those bulletins. Okay, planets and location. Habitat 7. The planet known as Habitat 7 was one of the Golden Worlds selected by the Andromeda Initiative for early settlement. Signs pointed to a lush and biologically diverse tropical region that could easily support an outpost. With no communications from the Nexus or sister arcs upon arrival in the Helios cluster, the Hyperion approached Habitat 7 to begin survey and settlement operations as soon as possible. But even visual assessments show that the planet was no longer viable. Habitat 7 is now a storm-racked world with an unbreathable argon-nitrogen atmosphere. Intense magnetic activity in unknown metallic elements interact with the storms, causing interesting but highly destructive electrical phenomenon. The investigating Pathfinder team encountered hostile alien life and strange technology on the surface. Reactivating this technology caused a noticeable change in the conditions on Habitat 7. However, the planet is still unsuitable for settlement, and the resulting activation ultimately claimed the life of Alec Ryder, the human Pathfinder. Okay, the Scourge. The Scourge is the colloquial term for a huge and extremely dangerous interstellar phenomenon sighted across much of the Helios cluster. It appears to be a cloud spreading in tendrils that affect planets and surrounding space, destroying starships that attempt to pass through or near it. Early study of the Scourge has been difficult, and it does not match any previously known stellar body, leading to many wild theories about its nature. Given the problems in observation and the Scourge's unaccounted effects on gravity, some have even suggested it is dark energy phenomenon in the literal sense, meaning a form of energy that has no electromagnetic interaction and thus cannot be detected, hence dark, yet has strong negative pressure causing expansive effects on cosmic scale. Though the Scourge's characteristics don't match our current understanding of dark energy, these theories persist while further observations are taken. No long-range data showed any signs of the Scourge before departure to the Helios cluster. Nexus scientists suggest it must have appeared in the intervening centuries while the arcs traveled to Andromeda. One of the Scourge's more interesting characteristics is that it appears artificial. Its origin point is yet to be determined, but the pattern of the tendrils and the composition of the cloud could not have been caused by any celestial event known to astrophysics. Investigations are ongoing, though slowed by the deadly conditions created by the Scourge. Okay, the Andromeda Galaxy. Located 2.5 million light-years from the Milky Way, the Andromeda Galaxy is the largest galaxy in the local group. Also categorized as M31, Andromeda is a spiral galaxy roughly 220,000 light-years in diameter. Containing approximately 1 trillion stars, compared to the Milky Way's 3 billion, the Helios cluster is a large star cluster located on the galaxy's outer fringe. Andromeda has roughly 14 satellite galaxies which orbit the galactic disk. Evidence shows a disturbance where one of these companion galaxies, M32, passed through Andromeda's spiral arms several million years ago. Andromeda itself is also accelerating towards the Milky Way at roughly 100 kilometers a second. In roughly 4 billion years, the Andromeda and Milky Way galaxies will collide and merge, forming a new galactic disk. Okay. I was not really doing the math, but I was trying to figure out how many light years away it said when got it now. And actually we may be able to finish this off. Or not. Let's see. The scanner. Planetary surveying, especially for potential settlement, involves meticulous scanning. However, there has been little pressure to improve planetary scanners. In its search for a better solution for its pathfinders, the Andromeda Initiative began with hardware salvaged from Geth platforms and software developed by the Silurian STG. With artificial intelligence support, Initiative scientists developed a fast, accurate sampling system codenamed Panoptis, linking it to the quantum computing power of an AI, which can produce multiple analysis and predictive models in seconds. They created an OmniTool mounted scanner that completes accurate surveys in moments instead of weeks. For typical scanning, the Panoptis systems uses a transmitted accelerator mass spectrometer, TRAMS. This creates a snapshot of an object's components, atomic weight, and radioactivity, and allows me to produce a more in-depth analysis. For biological materials, the Panoptis system switches to an electrospray ionization system, so plants or animals can be scanned without causing radiation damage. Alright, field repurposing. With limited cargo space aboard the Arks for specialized gear and facing unknown dangers in Andromeda, the Initiative's philosophy is adapt to succeed. Colonists are required to have a wide variety of skills. Equipment and weapons are expected to perform multiple functions. However, this adaptability is fueled by non-renewable resources like ammunition, metagel, and power cells. Knowing they would not be readily available in Andromeda, in an emergency, the Initiative's OmniTools can recover and repurpose appropriate resources to serve a similar function. Liquid coolant allows weapon heat sinks to be reused. Organic compounds can be refined into metagel, and so on. When these resources are available, the user is alerted via an interface between the user's scanner and their HUD. Okay, jump jets. Once proprietary hardware for Torian Special Forces, Initiative armor comes with jump jets as standard. These jets allow a user to make extremely high jumps or hover for several seconds. All colonists are trained in their operation to evade predators or environmental hazards, obtain resources, or conduct maintenance in high places safely. The jump jet itself consists of a helium-3 microthruster with a tungsten hafnium carbide casing. A gyroscopic element 0 core functions to both keep the user oriented in flight and lower their mass when hovering, keeping fuel expenditure down. Hard-coded safety features prevent continuous operation of jump jets to avoid injuring the user or melting their equipment. Well, that's good. While Andromeda Initiative gear and weaponry is designed to be as versatile as possible, extraordinary circumstances sometimes arise. Pathfinders and scout forces often turn to less orthodox resources to ensure they survive hostile conditions. Adrenaline is a nickname for a prototype OmniGel OSD package. When deployed, it bypasses OmniTool safeties to small-scale manufacture, new heat sinks, and provide a temporary but powerful boost to armor. A shield capacitor immediately overlocks a user's shield, bringing them to full power and giving them a boost. This boost is unstable, however, and will be lost the next time the shield is breached. A life support pack boosts the environmental management systems of a user's hardsuit, enabling them to cope with environmental hazards for a longer period. Special ammunition packs apply a variety of effects to weapons fire. Incendiary ammo coats projectiles in thermite paste as they are fired. The paste adheres to and burns through armor. Cryo ammo uses Bose-Einstein condensate to freeze an enemy or slow them. Disruptor ammo projectiles carry an electrical charge that damages enemy hardsuit system. The Cobra RPG package uses a volatile solution of OmniGel to manufacture a short-lived but extremely dangerous projectile. Launched from an OmniTool, it hits with the same explosive power as a portable rocket launcher. We did pick up a rocket for our OmniTool, we just didn't use it. Alright, OmniTools. OmniTools are handheld devices that combine a computer microframe, sensor analysis pack, and manufacturing fabricator. Versatile and reliable, an OmniTool can be used to analyze and adjust the functionality of most standard equipment, including weapons and armor from a distance. The holographic haptic interface also functions as a communication device. With sufficient OmniGel or other raw materials, usually converted from salvaged light alloys, plastics, or ceramics, an OmniTool's fabrication module can flash forge small three-dimensional objects or emergency suit patches. This allows quick repairs or modifications in the field. The Andromeda Initiative's OmniTools are designed for reliability and efficient recycling of material. Pathfinder OmniTools take design inspiration from the models used by Silurian Intelligence Services, prioritizing the computer microframe to allow lag-free scanning and AI support. Oops, I didn't mean to do that. Okay, I think we'll save these for another video, and we'll probably pick up some more as I keep playing. So we'll do that because we've already gone 25 minutes ish. It might be a little less than that. Okay, we made a lot of progress, and we're almost done with this codex. So that's good. All right, guys. Yeah, we're gonna end it here. Thanks for watching. I appreciate it. I know you have a choice where you watch your Mass Effect Let's Plays, and I thank you for choosing One-Eyed Sniper. Peace out, everyone.